What's up, all my LJC family, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to my channel, family. And today is Sunday, y'all. Today is Sunday. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And that's every day, not just Sunday, every day. Anyway, my LJC family, I am so excited. I feel good. Church was amazing as always. Always. Our First Lady brought a word, and it really touched me. And, you know, I had a visitor at church. Thank you for coming out, Rashika. If you ever see this video, thank you for coming out as my guest. Thank you so much. I just want to get on here and just tell y'all, if y'all hadn't been to church today, that's okay. Church is in your heart. God is in your heart. God loves you. I love you. And the church loves you. So, you know, it's not always about, you know, it's because it's people in this world that want to go and can't go. It's people in this world that's sick, can't be there. And it's people in this world that is homebound and can't go. But you know what? The thing about it is, as long as you love the Lord, you're obedient to Him, obedient to His word. As long as you know who the Lord is and where to hold the Lord at, you good. You good. But me, I love to be in the house of the Lord with the saints, worshiping and praising and just giving glory and honor to God, and just, you know, getting the full understanding that I don't get. You know, when I read my word, I'm just now starting to understand a lot, because if it's something that I don't understand, I know I can always text my pastor, call my pastor, First Lady, somebody in the church, one of the members. I can always call them. But I try to get the understanding by studying. If I don't understand it, I try to study it and look and get different definitions and different understanding and different opinions. And then it started coming to me. And I love that. I love that. That's just like we studied on last Wednesday, our Bible study lesson. And we was talking about James. And I didn't quite understand a lot of stuff, but once I started studying and started realizing, you know, there's several James in the Bible, but the James that I was studying was Jesus' half brother. And I'm telling y'all, it's just, I love learning that word. I love it because it brings me so much closer to God, and it gives me so much of an understanding. And I wouldn't care what anybody say. There's people out there who don't believe. There's people out here that'll tell you wasting your time. But guess what? I'd rather waste my time right now, right here on this earth. I'd rather waste my time and at the end of the day find out that this and this and that. I'd rather waste my time to find out, because you know what? Everything that His word has said I have experienced a lot of it. I have experienced miracles, and I have experienced blessings, and I have experienced so much. And you know, now I say, I used to have migraines, y'all, and I prayed, and you know, we had a fasting and consecration, 10 days. And I'm telling you, I tried to dedicate myself 100%. I know I got lost along the way, because 2 Saturdays, y'all, I got sick. I got so sick with a migraine. And that migraine tore me down. The first Saturday when we started, it was terrible. I was so mad because I'm so used to reading my word. I'm so used to getting into my word and, you know, trying to do what I need to do. When it comes, I have like a plan. I have a plan on my phone. And I want to make sure I read the Bible every day. And like I said, if it's something that I truly, truly don't understand, I got people that I can call. I got soldiers that I can call. But a lot of times I like to study. And then when I get to church, pastor, you know, if it's something that I don't understand, he sums it up. Every single time, it seems like no matter what I study, he sums it up. It's just like every service is for me. And I mean that. I truly mean that. And it gives you so much understanding. And I'm just so grateful. You know, I'm so grateful for Mr. Joe, who invited me to Morning Glory. You know, I'm so thankful because the first moment I walked through that door, I felt nothing but love. I felt just, it was just like a power that was so overwhelmed, not only of love, you can just feel the spirit in the house. You can just feel, you know, how people, you can just feel the love of the people. The pastor, you know, introduces himself, the first lady. You know, I never been to a church where a pastor and the first lady introduce you. Maybe I just haven't been to that church, but as of my life, as going from churches and, you know, you go to church, you sign your guest card, at the end of the day, you're out of there. You know, you don't feel that love. You don't feel that connection. You do go when you get the word. But sometimes a lot of churches that I was visiting, I don't think I ever felt the way I felt about walking into my church. I never felt that. And my grandmother, she loved the Lord. Baby, she loved the Lord, and I'm telling you, she loved her pastor. Ooh, she used to get us. When it was time for her pastor to come over there, baby, you best to go outside. You better sit down. You can't come through the door. She get her best china out. She cooking her bread. Whatever it is, she really, and that's what, that inspired me. Because when I saw, at first I didn't understand. Like, dang, you know, every time the pastor come over, my granny was like, wow. I'm like, she just do the most. I mean, don't walk through her living room. Don't come through that door. You stay outside. You want some water. You get you some water from that water hose, or you go across the street or wherever you was from, and you get you some water. Don't come through her door when her pastor is there. Don't do it. I'm telling you. And I used to be like, dang, why am I? But I understand now. This is the man who prays for your soul. This is the man who, when you need him, he's there through thick and thin. They used to come visit her. You know, they used to come out. You know, she couldn't go to church anymore due to her illness. She couldn't go to church. They would come out and have service and worship prayers with her. But she was the mother of a church, and she served her time. And I mean, I tell you, when it was her time to not be able, that she couldn't go, they came to her. And I'm telling y'all, you know, you are supposed to appreciate the man that's praying for your soul. Like I say, my pastor, I can call my pastor any time of the day. Pastor, I need prayer. Pastor, this and anything. He has so many hats. I tell you, my pastor has so many hats. He's a pastor. He's a superintendent. He's an administration assistant. He is, I could just go on. He is in everything. He never asks his members to do anything. I didn't see pastor clean the church. I didn't see pastor do the yard, the bus. I didn't see our pastor do a lot. I didn't see our pastor do a lot. He will not ask you to do something that he will not do. And that is so, he do not discriminate. Whatever he does, whatever he asks you to do, he'll do. And you know, that's amazing, because I remember when I was younger and I had dedicated myself to this church. And it just seemed like that pastor was, I don't know, he wasn't, I don't know, maybe because I was young, I didn't fully understand a lot of stuff, but I would always go home and I would always tell my granny this and tell her that and tell her this, and she would just tell me, don't give up, just keep going. And then, you know, they would take our money, they needed money for this, they needed money for that, and You know, I'm just like, I didn't understand a lot of it. I didn't understand a lot of things, but I understand it now. But this pastor, I can't, y'all don't even remember his name, to be honest with you. But I know one thing, he was, I don't know. I don't know. There's some great pastors, there's some good pastors, there's some bad pastors, and there's just some pastors that just don't even need to be calling themselves a pastor. And I tell you, it was crazy, but you know, I came, growing up and just going to different churches, and, you know, I would see so many people, you know, dedicate themselves or join and become a member and stuff like that. But me, I never got that feeling. I never, because I asked my granny one time when I was growing up, I think I can't exactly remember when my mother died. They had her funeral at this one church, and I don't know. I didn't. It wasn't. I don't know. It was something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. But anyway, I asked my granny one time. I said, "Granny, how do you know when a church is right for you? When a church is right for you to call it home?" And she said, "When you walk through that door, you don't join the first time, but when you go back several times and you get that same feeling in your heart, and you are introduced to, it's not always about certain things. Everybody reach out to you. Everybody love you. You know, when you have a pastor that stands 10 toes down for you, I'm telling y'all, and how I knew my uncle had passed. I wasn't even a member of the church that long. And the viewing of my uncle's body, my first lady and missionary, they came to my uncle's viewing. And I just felt that. I'm just like, wow, you know, I haven't even been there that long. But the love that they showing me for my uncle, it was just so amazing. And then the day of the funeral, my pastor was there. I wasn't even a member that long. So all I can remember is my granny telling me, when a pastor is going to stand 10 toes down for you and be there for you, you know, this is where you need to be. And every time, still to this day, when I walk through that door, I feel the love. You feel the spirit. You feel everything. It's just a wonderful church. And I mean, I love it. I love it. I can't speak for other people, but everybody that I know, we are going to go to war for our pastor, and we most definitely going to war for God. Because our pastor going to go to war for God before he do anything. And I'm just so, and I said war because y'all, you know, that's kind of what service was about today. We all wore camouflage. I don't know if y'all can see mine, probably not. But anyway, we all had on camouflage. And, you know, we were talking about soldiers of the army, you know, fighting, you know, you got to fight. You can't allow the enemy to take over your mind, to take over your soul. You have to fight. You got to fight to win. And I don't know, there it goes. Y'all can see my camouflage. But anyway, I didn't really have a lot of stuff, y'all. And I got to get back on my, wardrobe for church, because I lost weight. When I went through some stuff, I lost a lot of weight. And I tell you, a lot of stuff that I put on, I look like a crackhead. And I'm sorry, I ain't trying to talk about nobody, but I do. I look like a crackhead in half of the stuff that I put on. And then I go to looking at my clothes and I say, I cannot believe I was in a 3X. What the world is going on? Y'all, I tell y'all, I just can't believe that I was in a 3X. And it is so crazy because I really couldn't fully understand, like, dang, Donna, you know, girl, you was big. I seen some of the clothes and I was just like, wow. And now, you know, you go from a 3X all the way down to a large. I can fit a large, y'all, a large. I still need to improve my weight because I got a lot to, I need to improve my weight, y'all. But I have, things going on in my body that I need to take care of. And I'm trying my hardest this year to do everything that I need to do, get my business started. I'm trying to do everything that I need to do from now on, it's up. Everything is up. I'm not giving up on anything. Y'all are finna start back. Jeanette's is finna be back open. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna stay up on everything. I'm finna be making my lip gloss. I'm gonna be making my Kool-Aid pickles, my candy. I'm finna stay up on everything. I gotta get all of my inventory brought up. I gotta most definitely get me a EIC number. My name, Jeanette, is registered with the state. So, hey, that's registered, Jeanette. That's officially a business. But I got to get me an EIC number because I'm able to charge taxes on anything that I sell. I'm able. I'm able to. I'm registered. My business is registered. So I'm able to charge taxes. I haven't fully did any of that, but I got a lot of stuff to get straightened out. And it's crazy because I just think to myself, like, I will not accept anything less than I will not accept anything less than any of that, because you know what? It's like you try your hardest to yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of got a little discombobulated because these cars was like this man, they over here getting their cars washed. This car wash is packed. But this one man in this yellow Jeep, he just trying to bogart. I don't know. I just drove up, so I don't know what happened. But he is like literally like trying to hit this other car. Don't want this other car to go. It's crazy. That's why you gotta be watchful at the places that you go and the things that you see. Be watchful, because you never know. I could have turned into a Kona and it could have been nothing but just a whole bunch of anger going on out there. But anyway, guys, be watchful. And I'm telling y'all, I'm not accepting anything less this year. I'm not. I'm going to be happy with everything that I can do. I got some new positions in my life as well. And I'm going to give those positions 100% of me. You know why? Because that's exactly what I want to give my life 100%. I don't want to sit around and act like, no. And this year, I'm not. I'm telling you, I am building up everything for me and my family. It's time for me and my grandkids to start going out and start doing things. It's time for me to start doing stuff with my children as well. You know what I'm saying? I almost lost my son last year due to him being shot in the head. So it's time for me to get up, step up, and realize, hey, it's time. It is what it is, and it's time for you. It's time for you to fight, Donna. It's time for me to build an empire for myself. It's time for me. I'm ready to become this entrepreneur that I am. I'm not claiming nothing less than an entrepreneur, because I will be starting my business back. My business shut down for a while due to, the stuff that happened to my son and taking care of him. But one thing I do really appreciate is his dad, because I tell you, he has really stepped up and helped. And one thing about it, his parents, his mama, his daddy, and his grandmama and them, they have always helped me with my kids. Every bit of the way they have helped me with my kids. I never had to experience not having none for my kids, just as well as my daughter's grandmother. You know, even though their fathers wasn't there, they parents and grandparents picked up a lot of slack for them. And but his since this incident, we had to really get like some insurance to really cover the things that he need, and map and stuff like that, because we're still trying to see if he can get Medicaid, because I know that would be a good thing for him. We can get him more care. But the type of insurance that we're paying for, he get a lot of benefits from that. And, everybody accepted, and it's really good. It covers a lot. From going, y'all, his medicine, $1,500. And it goes down and down and down. It's still expensive, but that insurance has really helped a lot. I'm so grateful for that. I really am. That has been a lifesaver to me. Where I got the insurance, they kind of messed it up, and it kind of messed up January for him. And I'm just so upset, because if you're paying $480 something to a policy and they can't keep everything up to date or keep it the way it's supposed to be, then something ain't right. And I mean, I tell y'all, it just kind of made me mad. But I'm not gonna sit up and just act like, I try to stay on top of his stuff. If not anything else, y'all, I try to stay on top of his stuff, because now he's starting to have seizures. And it's just a lot of stuff that's going on. But I'm so grateful. I got my kids, and that's all I got is me and my kids, And I do think my daughter-in-law and her family, because, her mother always come to support me no matter what the situation is, and I'm very grateful for that. People just don't understand how grateful I am for that, because when you don't have the support that you need, it seemed like you had a lot of people there from the beginning. But, as times went down, a lot of people disappeared. A lot of people didn't come around. It's a different situation when you calling and checking on someone than coming to see their face. And I appreciate the people who have, called me and said, Donna, how he doing? Checking up on him. I'm very grateful for that. My family, I'm thankful for them, my brothers and sisters, and, my sister-in-laws and my daughter-in-laws and their families and stuff like that, my nieces and nephews, even my friends, especially my church family. And I always put especially my church family, because it's like I see them twice a week. We on the phone probably Tuesday and Friday is our prayer. We are together on prayer. Wednesday is our Bible study. Sunday is our worship. And then we do some stuff on Saturdays. So that's why I say especially my church family, because that's who I call first when something is going on. That's who I text when, my son had his seizure. That's who I text, Pastor, could you pray for him? I need the saints to pray. I need the prayers to go up, and your church family is the closest to you, because it's different. I don't know how to really explain, but it's different. But I tell you one thing, they ain't never left me. They ain't never got mad at me about nothing. They ain't never put me down. They ain't never said no bad stuff about me. Anytime I need them, they are there. And even if I need them, they're calling and checking on me, checking on Kawan, making sure we okay, making sure I'm good, always telling me that my health matters, and, my mind and everything else matters. And, I'm really, really grateful for that. People just don't understand, if you don't have a church family, get you a church family. You need somebody that's going to stand behind you. And, you have situations to where, you're going to need somebody, that's going to, speak over you. You need somebody to know you. You don't want to go have a pastor to speak over you and they don't know you. But, you know, your family got to do everything that they have to do, you know, when that time comes, and prepare. You know, that's why I'm so grateful. You know, my pastor, my church family, you know, they know a lot, and it's amazing, and I'm just grateful for them. And they ain't never turned their back on me. They ain't never pushed me away. And it's just times where, you know, I'm just down and I can't give and I can't do what I need to do. But I have always been faithful to my church. I have always tried to be faithful to God. I have always tried to do what I needed to do, and it's a wonderful thing, and I'm very grateful for it. But you know, it's really, really great when you run in a race and you think you're running a race by yourself. You really have God. God is going to be there for you no matter what, you know. And then you have that church family that's gonna go to war with you. Y'all gonna go to war together. And my church is a praying church, and I am so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. You know, I would never want to be anywhere else. I just couldn't do it. You know, I don't want to move out of town. I don't want to do anything else. I just don't want to leave my church family. I know there's going to be a lot of opportunities, and you know, I got to try to figure out a lot of things, but this will forever be my church. That will forever, Morning Glory will forever be my church home. And no matter where I go, that would be my church. That would be my church home. Always, always, always. And I'm just very grateful for that. But, you know, I just wanted y'all to understand that God is good. You know, if you don't got nobody, you got God. Get your church family that's going to love you, respect you. And, you know, y'all going to respect each other. And I just love it. You know, I just love it. I just love it. And, you know, I just want y'all to know, you know, God is good. He's worthy to be praised. He is everything to me and more. And I'm just so excited about it. I'm just so excited to get to know him more, to get to know so much about him, because without God, y'all, I tell you, I wouldn't have made it. Without my church family, I wouldn't have made it. You know, I got my family as well. My children have been there for me when I'm sick, when I'm down, when my children have been there for me, my grandchildren. So, you know, everything that I'm finna do, I'm finna build up myself and everything for them. You know, I'm going to war this year. I'm going to war. And it ain't because it's a new year. It's because I know I deserve better. I want better. And I can do better. And I'm going to do it. So anyway, my LJC family, I love y'all. I always will. I thank y'all for everything. I thank y'all for all the love and support that y'all have been showing me on my channel. I thank y'all for everything that y'all have done. I love y'all beyond. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on over to the LJC family. And y'all, once again, I will be starting another channel. It's going to be a ASMR, and all I'll be doing over there pretty much is eating and no talking. You know, it's just going to be a lot of noise, tapping, smacking, and drinking and stuff like that. I already did my first video, and I did it. It's going to be, I don't know exactly what I'm going to call it, but it's, you know, it was me eating and stuff like that. I'm going to edit it and see how it is, but I still got to figure out the name of my channel. But that's gonna be within the next couple of days. But I love y'all, all my LJC family. Y'all stay blessed out there. Be careful, be watchful, pray, respect each other at all times. Don't never give up on each other. Respect each other, love each other. And once again, Rashika, if you're watching, thank you so much for coming out to me, to be my guest, and to me, my pastor and first lady, and people in my church. We love you. We love y'all. And until next time.